Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle Spinrose from Mafe Mavromati. I hope I was at least close. All right. So this is an interesting one, and and it's funny because I was looking at a different tangle that looks similar to this but constructed differently, and this one I was a little easier, so we're doing it. All right, and being that it's February, the time of this recording, I thought, well, we'll mix in some hearts, some regular tangles, and some, nice roses or, flowers and things like that. So if you are, doing something specifically created, for Valentine's Day, then you can have, we'll just have some extra fun. All right, so this one starts off with an orb, however big you want it. And I'm just okay. I'm gonna put it up here because I want to add several, but we'll do one first. Okay. And I'm like, oh, this is great because the first line after your orb, I'm like, I can get rid of that little tab, although it's kind of going on the outside. But so once you have your orb, we're pretty much just C-shaped curve lines, and I'm gonna add this here. Now, here's something interesting. And I'll put both links in the description section under where it says for more inspiration from the creator of the tangle. So I found this first on Pinterest. And then I it's like I wanted to just, because looking at the handwriting, I'm like, I want to make sure if I have this right because it looks like N's instead of M's. And so I went to a couple sites and I found it, and it took me to Flickr versus Pinterest, and I'm like, and they're constructed a little differently. The one on Pinterest was like this, so just kind of a curve line on the inside, then another one over here, so kind of connecting, and then from here kind of going up and into that line before. This makes me think of paradox, frankly. And so from here, you can kind of we can just keep going around however you want to do it. But I think that's what the pen wanted to do right there. But kind of going past, like here the two lines meet, and then we go past the next one, and or kind of like between, if you've done that tangle. It just makes me think of those. And so you can just keep maybe spinning around or you might spin your tile as you go, until you can't go anymore. It really makes me think of paradox. Although, okay, so that's the first. Now the second one, I'll do the second one here. We'll do another one because I said I wanted to do multiples. Okay, so let's put another one right here. And I'll see if I can do this one. This is part of why I thought the other one I was going to do, I'm like, now I need a little bit more time than what I was giving myself. So this one, it shows, and let's do it at a little bit different angle. It shows that first line like this, and it shows it meeting, but curving over, and then what looks like a continuation of the line this way, and then it looks like we're kind of bouncing off the edges like this, and it's kind of the same idea, but that there's not those hard, I can't do it and talk. There's not the hard lines like this, because this definitely looks like paradox, right? This one, it looks more like a rose. So it's just interesting. And I actually, all of my other ones in my step out look that way. So I was glad I looked it up. And, glad and not glad. I think I probably should redo my step out. but we'll do some more. So this is kind of nice because you can, and I'm gonna continue. Well, no, I should probably alternate so that way I have a couple of each. You know, because there's different varieties, right, of roses. Yeah. So this you could do and just not and have it be more pointy. Same idea. You don't necessarily have to lift your pen off the paper. Like that. It's just different. Different is okay. Well, let's do one over here. And then we'll do some kind of a I'll probably do some kind of a leafy thing. We'll add in some flux or something like that. All right, so let's try this again the rounded way. So again, starting anywhere, and then, you know, and really, I get the spinny part, but if I feel like I'm bouncing off of the edges here, and as long as you're alternating, you know, going past where it has touched before, then you're good. And you know, and if you don't, you know, have the lines meet up and stuff like that, it's still okay. Because as you know, nothing matters. It's all good. And then, you know, yeah, there's, there are lots of, you know, leafy type of things that you can do. Can add in, and I think I shall, you know, some other orbs just because, I don't know. I like it when people do that. But, you know, I'm going to add in my favorite, flux. We'll just add in a couple petals. There's one called Jag that is real nice and probably more fitting in a rose type of tangle. But, you know, this is Zentangle and we get to do whatever we want. And if that's adding flux in, then it's adding flux in. I'm going to do another one over here. And if you are not familiar with flux, well, this is Rick's version. I do have a video on it, so you could go to the homepage of my channel, if you will, and that you do that by clicking on my picture or my name, and that, like I said, it takes you to the homepage. You will see the playlists that I have. So if you click on that, I have one called Leafy. And so, you know, and just so you know, sometimes when I'll like, oh, let's do this as a category, and I have way too many. Sometime I'm going to I'll pare them down or something just because I might have some things overlapping. But I might not have all of the leafies in there because sometimes I have started them after, you know, maybe some other ones that might fit in that category are there. So do take a look. But from there, there's a search for YouTube at the top of the page. But if you look at like where it says playlist, somewhere down there, you see me talking with my hands. You can't. It doesn't matter. You'll see another search box, or you know, the little magnifying glass. And that's where you can search my channels. So you could put in, and I think it was Jag, J-A-G, and see what comes up, because I remember doing that. But it's more of a jagged leaf, and it's just interesting. So, and then too, there's a way that, you know, if you want to have, you know, if you're working on something with a theme, and you want to find other tangles that might fit into that theme, that was one of the ideas behind my website. But I have, you know, I've ended up putting them more on here on YouTube, and I need to convert them over. Someday I'll get that done. But until then, we have this. There is a flowery one. There is a Valentangles category, because I think for at least 1 year we did Valentangles. I'm going to do some shading. So here's how, well, actually, on the Pinterest one, she did shading. Well, I'm assuming she. But here's one way. I'm going on the underside of the lines. And actually, if you do them wide enough, that's probably all I'm going to be able to fit. Ooh, let's see how that looks. Okay. And then just with the Tortillion, spreading that out. I grabbed a little one because I didn't want to have it go out too far. But you can see already, look at that. Where did I put the rest? Oh, I could have put some right here, and I shall anyway. I could go through with the... oh, that's neat. The colorless blender and make some... put some darkness. Well, let me... oh, no, I packed it up with my other stuff. I'll do that in a moment. I'll find another one. Let's do this. You know, and two, you could skip a level if you wanted to. Or just put some graphite. You could just put some graphite wherever you want. And play. And see what you like. It's all good. On the flicker step out, it looks like, yeah, she just, you know, colored them in, and that's fine too. Although now I'm, you know what, I'm not completely liking having that. All right, let's just put some on the, oh yeah, see, it needed a little something on the very outside. Just, I'm using what's left on my Tortillion because it was too stark. Yeah, that's neat. That's neat. Okay, we'll do that over here too. All right. So as I do this, I mentioned this step out. Like I said, I always do my own version, and then I link to the creator of the Tangle. I just think it's really important for you to, you know, see the work from the person that created it, and their samples and stuff like that. And then I always do my own version because sometimes I will maybe add some, not add something. Sometimes I might further separate some things out, just depending on how the person did their step out. And just because I am not an artist and I can't draw. I can do Zentangle though. I will call myself a Zentangle artist. That I will. So don't get all on the comments and say, yeah, you are. No, that's not. You know. The Zentangle artist, that works. Oh, but look at how neat. You know, and it's just fun there. And I do, there are some other, rose patterns in there. But this is very interesting. It's very neat. And remembering, this is non-representational art. So it kind of looks like a rose. It doesn't have to. It's just neat. All right. And let's see. In the description section also. Well, you know what? Before I say that, if you have enjoyed this, and take a finger break, would love to have you click on the like button. And then if you like enough to see more, I'm talking too fast, and you're not subscribed yet to the channel, would love to have you be a subscriber. Oh, I just have some pencils here. Pencil lines. Forgot to do that outer edge. All right. Oh, it's interesting. It's interesting, and I kind of like it. I could add some more flowers and stuff. Whoa, you know what will make it? Wait, I have to put some orbs here. Because we always, use the little orbs with our flux. It's screaming for just, maybe a fancy fescue. Or two. Look at how that just makes it. All right, and what I usually like to do is I like to crisscross them. I don't know why. I just do. I think it looks cool. Oh, and we could put another one over here. Little baby one. I have a category called accent tangles, and for me it's things like this that it's like needs something. I just don't know what. And, and while you could use it, for more than that, there's just some of these that are like, oh yes, oh that did it, type of thing. I think I need to add more, and I can do that as I talk. So also in that description section, below the links to the step outs, ways to connect with me if you wish. So you will see my link tree link, and there I have a link to my website where you can follow my blog, Facebook page. So if you happen to be on Facebook and want to follow me there, I do post my classes and sessions and things on Facebook, and there's some other places you'll see them listed there, so you can follow me any of those places. It's just it is just to let you know. If you happen to be on Facebook and want to participate in a community that is all about the addiction that we share here in Zentangle, we have a Tangle Addicts community group, and we'd love to have you join us. There are 4 questions to answer to gain entry. Oh, I'm going to just leave it like that. Oh my gosh. Okay. 4 questions to answer to gain entry to that group. And like I said, it's a lot of amazing people, amazing tangling, super supportive. You don't have to, you do you. It's all good. We enjoy what everybody does, and want to celebrate, your wins and stuff like that. So, all right. I think that's it. You'll find lots of information there. I do teach twice a week, by the way. A lot of them are free. I do have some that are paid Tuesdays and Thursdays, my time in Michigan. And actually they're twice a day on those days. But you'll see that the dates and things on my website. So with that, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.